It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Espresso on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your morning with us. Now, if somebody asked you to name the top 3 inventions of all time, I'm certain the internet would make it onto that list. And when you think about it, whether it's online shopping, social media, gaming, trading, stocks, or work, the internet does continue to improve and impact our lives in a way that we cannot imagine. But has your internet use become an addiction?
Yeah, I might have a problem.
Listen, I'm certain that we can all relate to that feeling of panic when your device's battery is like on 2% or even worse, it's dead. But did you know that spending too much time online can actually increase your risk of getting a cold by 30%? Wow. Now, joining us is Mariska van Aswegen, spokesperson of South African leading pharmaceutical company, Pharma, to talk about this, which is very, very scary, Mariska. First of all, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Morning, Kat.
So, is it true? Can using the internet too much, using your device too much, being online for too long actually weaken your immune system?
Yes, there was quite an interesting study that was conducted by the Swansea and Milan Universities, and it was released towards the end of last year, that found that indeed there is a link between how much time you spend online and your increased risk for a cold or a flu.
Yeah.
And as you've mentioned, it increased the risk of to about 30% of people who spend more than 4 hours online compared to those that spend less time online. So yes, clinical studies are starting to show that there is a link between the two.
Were the studies conducted online as well? I'm just thinking about the fact that there's like millions and millions of people all across the world using the internet for large periods of time, but not everyone is sick. So are there other contributing factors that add to you being sick?
Yes, it's not actually the internet that leads to you getting sick or increase your risk to get sick. It's basically the other bad habits that goes with it.
Oh.
If you spend more than 4 hours online, and it's usually consecutive 4 hours, you don't eat properly, you don't exercise, you may not sleep as much as what you should be sleeping. So it's all these bad habits that goes hand in hand with spending more time online that actually can increase your risk. And what was quite interesting in the study as well is that it found that people who are addicted to the internet or being online all the time, once they are being unplugged, like we just saw this guy now, you know, that increase your stress levels as well tremendously. Oh. So that increase in stress and relief from being disconnected from the internet actually increase your stress hormones like cortisol, for instance, which also are linked to your immune system and regulating your immune system. And that all ties into increasing your risk to contract or to get a cold or a flu.
Yeah. So how then do we draw the difference between healthy internet usage and unhealthy internet usage? How many hours are you meant to be spending in front of the computer, on your device, all combined in a day?
Well, basically, what works for you doesn't work for me. So it's important for you to understand what your reaction is to spending how much time you are spending online.
Yes.
And I think an easy way to try to determine if your time online is unhealthy is if you start to prefer to communicate with people online as opposed to in person. If you choose to spend time online instead of tackling those important life tasks, if you start to get defensive about your time that you spend online, those are all clear indications that you may be at need to relook the time that you spend on screen.
Are we talking about people that use the internet for recreational usage versus those that use it for their jobs purposes? 'Cause some people have to spend time online all day because that's their job.
Yes, yes. The study did distinguish between those, and they did identify that those people that use the internet for longer than 4 hours for personal use or for entertainment, that are at increased risk, yes.
So what kind of immune booster would you suggest if your immunity has been weakened as a result of excessive internet usage and the habits that come with it?
Kat, I think for pharmacodynamics, it's important for us to address the issue at hand first and foremost before you start to treat or supplement. So if you find that your time online is starting to affect your life, relook the amount of time that you spend online, firstly, to see if that can improve your immune system. But if you do need to supplement, ask your pharmacist for an immune boost, like, for instance, FFUC Immune Boost, which contain echinacea, vitamin C and zinc, and the combination of those three active ingredients has been shown to boost your immune system and may reduce your risk of contracting a cold.
All right, well, Mariska, thank you very much for joining us this morning and enlightening us on the subject. And if you'd like to join the conversation, why not jump onto our Twitter and Facebook pages? No matter how ironic that might sound, count it as part of your 4 hours that you're allowed to spend in the day. Plus, it's extra feel good. Right now, here's the news headlines.
Pharma Dynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.